Hello world, Ryan here, and I just wanted to make this video to maybe hopefully make people realize just how crazy everything is. So let me give you a little pretext. I love Jesus, and I think he was the perfect example of how to be like a human and treat people. The one thing I don't accept, because if you read the Bible, it's just a story. Jesus is a victim, right? He was murdered for his kindness. He was killed for being too nice. And like his way of life, it doesn't incentivize profits and assets and obtaining power, right? Because Jesus was very clear, he said his kingdom was not of this world, so why should anyone's be, right? He was the Son of God, But a lot of people here clearly are obsessed with control and power and telling people what to do and talking down to people. And anyone who looks down on any other individual is blind. Okay, Jesus said we're all equal. Okay, there's no one on a pedestal. My life's not more valuable than anyone else's life on this planet. And I don't believe anyone else's life is more important than mine. Okay, so I want to personally, again, the golden rule is very all-encompassing, and you can clearly tell that no aspect of today is, the golden rule is not a pillar anywhere in today's society and our great world that we made so much progress. Look at how many gadgets our cars have now. We're progressing. Our little shiny toys are getting nicer. What a lie we've been fed. But basically, an individual that's blind is nobody to follow. And anyone who resorts to violence is blind. Okay, they're blind by this world. Why? Because let's say I live to be 75. All right, 75 years. The universe has been around for 14 billion or something like that. Even if it was 13 billion. Let's say it was just 10 billion years. 75 years out of 10 billion. Wow, that's a lot, right? No. So basically, this 75-year lifespan is like almost a test then. Right? It's not the end of the world. Because our souls are forever. So tainting our soul here, though, I believe has consequences. And the reason I'm trying to save everyone, okay? The abusers and abused, okay, in the world. Because the people that are committing the atrocities are damning themselves, and they don't even know it, or they do and they just don't care. And I don't think that's true. I think they're just consumed by what they've been told is important here. And it's funny, so many things are taught, to us about what is important. And meanwhile, it's like the greatest, message or directive we've been given, treat others how you yourself would like to be treated, is gone. Okay, no one thinks that way. Love your enemy. All that, great stuff. Forgive. It's not hard. But I know I sound strange, and I have a hard time really relating, because I no longer feel hate, anger, or I have no ill will towards a living person here, and it makes me feel like an alien. So I wish I could get others not to feel hate, or I feel sad because I had a pretty good cry when I got home from work about strangers that I don't know and I never met, but I know they're being killed, and they're scared, like even terrorizing people, like it's harmful, right? That's not good. But I had a pretty good cry, and I was looking for answers. And in the past, if I would be upset, like I could drum up like anger in me and like almost like a hate or a spite. And I was crying, and I realized I can't even I'm not mad, but here I am crying and mourning over people that didn't need to be mourned, right? We can choose at any time to just, everybody stops. Dude, it's so easy. And before you start drumming up reasons why it's not easy, that tells you all you need to know. Okay? You've been given so many reasons to hate. So many reasons to hate and look down on, and we choose who not to love. And Jesus told us love all. And he did. Even when he was, captured and, put to death, he didn't command an uprising. He didn't ask anyone to die on his behalf. But there's a lot of wicked, greedy, blind individuals that are asking others to die on theirs. But quit listening to people who are telling you who the enemies are, okay? They're not to be trusted. We only have the enemies we've been told to have, okay? But anyways, that's enough of my rant. Peace to all, not some, and love to all too. But I hope things can change soon, right? Maybe. We'll find out. Hey, Ryan Harshbarger, 2028. Let's get it.